I've written a speech. I don't mean being personal if I have to read it, but it may be the only way to get through it. If it seems to go a little long and you're getting uncomfortable sitting and you want to complain about the length of the speech or the content of it, my personal assistant, Ryan Stearman, go see him with your complaints, and he's in charge of our complaint department. No, seriously. He may punch me in the face. Back in October in St. Louis, we had a wedding shower for Danny and Jovi at my sister's house, and a lot of friends and family were there. And that's when Danny asked me to be the best man, which absolutely shocked me that he was asking me, because everybody here that's here on Danny's behalf, I know how much love he has for his friends and how much you mean to him. So any of you guys could be standing here and probably should be standing here instead of me. So I was very honored to be asked to do that. Matter of fact, I was so honored and humbled by that day I couldn't even respond when he asked me because I was speechless. Unfortunately for all of you, I'm no longer speechless. So, there we go. If I have to read this, I don't mean it to be impersonal, like I said, but there's some thoughts I want to get across, and this way, if I'm not looking at you, I probably won't burst into tears. But I probably will anyway. So how do I tell you about our 32 years with Daniel, and in the short hour and 15 minutes they've been giving me to make this speech?
Oh my.
Don't be upset about the hour and 15 minutes. About halfway through, we'll do an intermission following my 20-minute drum solo. This speech isn't about me, but I have to express this. Because of my job, I get asked a lot, what's the most scared you've ever been in your life?
Oh my.
And I thought about the situations that I've been in my life. I've been beaten, shot at, stabbed, tortured, left for dead. And I always come back, after I think about those situations, this is how I answer that question. I know exactly when I was the most scared my entire life. It was July 24th, 1984, and I was sitting in our living room at our house, and Jen was pregnant with our first child, Daniel, and she walked into the living room and said, "I'm in labor."
Oh God.
And that scared me to death. Because of all my experiences in my life, I have, nobody's ever taught me how to be a dad, and that scared the heck out of me. I kind of freaked out. I said, just hold on for another couple of years and maybe read some books or something. As he grew, we weren't sure, like most parents aren't. You're not sure, what your kid wants to aspire to be. And as Danny was growing up, I'm going to step off to the side in case he's got a pistol on him. During the 80s when he grew up, he decided he was going to be a Ghostbuster. He had the jumpsuit and the proton pack. And after 1987, I think he referred to his sister Chelsea as Egon or Dr. Spangler. He got past that, and then he decided, one Easter we bought Danny, this was like during the Miami Vice era, so for Easter we bought him a white suit and a flowered shirt to go to Easter service on, and somewhere around Good Friday we had bought him his first suit, all white, nice suit. He comes out of his room and he decided apparently that he was going to be Beetlejuice for Easter. He had taken his white suit and a magic marker and drawn vertical suit.
Oh my gosh.
You know that? I thought his shirt tonight might have some stripes on it. Yeah. So after that, Aunt Lisa came over to take him to the very first Batman movie with Michael Keaton. And Danny came out of his room fully attired in Batman gear.
Oh my God.
So now he was going to be Batman. So he's gone from Ghostbusters to Beetlejuice to Batman. Eventually, Jan and I decided, well, let's sit down and just figure out, what his idea is for his life, what he wants to be. We sat down and said, Danny, what do you think what do you want to be when when you grow up? And he said, I know exactly what I want to be. I want to be a black man.
What? What?
And I told him you probably have a better chance of being Batman.
Oh my God.
Eventually, his life gets more complicated. Danny starts coming to me with questions, and he wants fatherly advice. And I knew Daniel was and is a lot smarter than I'll ever be. And my great pearls of wisdom usually were about how I had totally screwed up the exact same situation. So I would say, hey, Danny, I was in that situation at your age, and this is what I did. And as I'm telling him how I handled it, I could see the blood drain from his face and the look of shock. And I thought, maybe that. So I'd always close those father-son moments with, because I knew he was smarter than me, Danny, you just have to do what you think is right. Because anything he came up with was going to be a lot better than whatever crap I threw at him. So, one thing Danny did do that I'm very proud of, and that's why we're here tonight, is that he would watch the way I would do things and the things I said. And one of the things I told him was, do what I did, find the most beautiful woman in the world, from the inside out, convince her that you're worthy of her, and then spend the rest of your life with her proving that you are. And that's who Jovi comes in. Thank God. Now, we officially met Jovi when she came into St. Louis for Chelsea and Phil's wedding. Are you guys ready for the drum solo yet?
Keep going.
That would be easier than this. We officially met Jovi when she came in for Chelsea's wedding and stayed with us. And we loved Jovi immediately because, as Jovi's dad and I talked about yesterday, she made him so happy. They were so happy together. You know, we've never heard Danny laugh like that and enjoy life as much as he did with her. And immediately, we realized they were best friends first, which was so cool to us. And then, in the course of her staying with us, we talked to Jovi about life in general. And one of the questions we asked her, what's the future hold for you and Danny, or you in general? And her response started, like a lot of Jovi's responses did, was, well, I've been praying about this a lot. And we bought in 100% on her then. She loves my son. She loves the Lord. She's exactly the right person for him.
Woo!
So she's won over the mom and dad. Now she has another sister she has to win over. Chelsea's a little tougher than we are. And that happened at Chelsea's wedding and the reception. The normal wedding bouquet where the bride gets up and they count to 3 and she throws it over her shoulder to all her friends that are standing there like that. Well, Chelsea had that at her wedding, and she had all of her friends there, and I knew that she had won Chelsea over when, on the count of 3, instead of throwing the bouquet, Chelsea turned around, weaved through all of her lifelong friends, and Chelsea. So I figured Jovi was stuck.
You're welcome.
Chelsea, should I do the other story?
Yes. Yes.
Chelsea's won over the parents. Chelsea's won over the sister.
Jovi.
Jovi. Chelsea won over the parents. Jovi has won over the parents. She's won over Chelsea. And now the test comes with the Albanian Mafia. She came in last Christmas, and she spent, once again, Jovi being very special. Takes her time away from her family at Christmas and comes and spends Christmas at the Demas household. And as is a tradition with Danny and his friends, they go down to the Central West End, which is kind of a cool spot on New Year's Eve to hang out. They get a big hotel room so all the friends can stay for the night, and they go out and have fun and party and come back, and then the next day we all meet for lunch. So with Jovi here this time, that's what they do. So we pick them up. We all go to lunch on New Year's Day after the New Year's Eve celebration. And Jan and I start noticing there's some scraped up knuckles, a couple scratches on the neck, and it's like, what did you just do last night? I thought you were just hanging out at a New Year's Eve party. Well, it kind of happened like this. Somebody pushed Chris, and somebody got grabbed by the throat. Chelsea knocked a couple girls out. Phil and Adam and Danny body slammed people.
Oh my God!
I said, what was Joey doing? They said, you could see her pretty gold fingernails choking the life out of the guy. Now you're an official Albanian.
Oh my God.
You just need to get a felony conviction. Jovi, you are the answer to our prayers. Chelsea is proud to have you as a sister, and Jan and I are proud to have you as our daughter. Danny. Somebody else want to come up? I am the best man at this wedding only entitled, he is the best man here. He is the most thoughtful, loyal, trustworthy, honorable man that I've ever known in my life. My son is my idol. Thank you very much, Mr. Demas.